Started off today a little late, at 10 o'clock. Definitely didn't want to move. We got a pretty decent storm came in last night and literally soaked everything we had. There's just rain hitting the ground and then popping up into the tent underneath the rain fly, and the rain fly was like almost on the ground. And we're wet now, and our bags are wet, our packs are wet. My food is wet, but we're sitting there this morning and realized that we have a monumental task ahead of us, about how many days we have left out here, how many miles we have to do each day. We wanted to finish early November. That's not happening, I don't think, unless we get some serious help with doing miles every day, or slack packing opportunities that will get us to be able to do 20 plus miles a couple days in a row. But it's going to be a difficult one. We're also contemplating the idea that we might not finish. But anyway, kind of struggling. It's raining pretty good today, but here's the trail. It is rocky and muddy and wet. The rocks are slick as always. It's just really putting us down. I'd love to sit in a tent or a shelter all day today and not move, because I despise hiking in the rain. It stinks. You don't feel good. Everything's wet. You're cold. And everything just is more challenging, and miles are harder to get in. But whatever, just keep on going. There's a trail behind us as well, just to recap. But we figured out that we had to do about 18 and a half miles or something a day with no breaks to finish by the 15th of November, which is a big monumental task. We figured we had to at least average 16 and a half miles to be done by Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving Day. I don't know. It's just a compilation of all that, and the combination of thinking, well, you might not be able to finish this thing after all, is wearing down today. Especially mental aspect is definitely the biggest challenge. And like Poet told me in Monson, rainy days can't slow you down because there's going to be too many of them. You just gotta get up and have the strength to push through and keep going. And there's too many rainy days that I've stopped and not done any miles or zeroed and whatever, but that's okay. We're gonna do our hike and see how far we get and make sure that we have fun and are safe, most of all. But anyway, there's the trail northbound. That's the trail southbound. And I'm headed home either way. Alright, y'all. I'll see you. Interstate 87. Pretty cool. Just crossing over and continuing down the trail. Still with the same attitude. Hadn't changed. It's still crappy outside. It's raining pretty good. And not enjoying it whatsoever. And I know, the trail, you're supposed to enjoy it and be happy and love every minute of it, and it's supposed to be an adventure, and if you're not having fun, then you're doing it wrong, is what I've heard over and over and over again. Well, man, this is one of those days where you just hope that it quits raining. I've only been hiking for maybe an hour now, and I just hope that it just stops raining. I'm tired of doing this in the rain. So this isn't fun. So anyway, that's the motto today. No stopping anytime. Well, I'm really not happy now. We just came up from the road that we were walking on, and we have a rock scramble all the way up a hill in the rain, which we've done this before. I've done it before in the rain in Maine, and it's not fun. I do not enjoy it at all, but it's slick. There's water everywhere. The rocks are moving around underneath your feet. It's junk. And we had a whole, I don't know, 0.2 or 0.3 miles of this up. I mean, up here to this point, and we gotta go up this slippery slope. Oh. I mean, it's crazy. I definitely don't feel comfortable doing this in the rain. Especially, like, I mean, you can't see a doggone thing. There's rocks all the way. Anyway, definitely not feeling it now. There are no shelters for like 10 miles. Man, they group them all together. Like, there was one 4.5 miles back. There's not one for 9 more miles. Then the next one after that's like 20 something miles from us, and they don't allow stealth camping. So what are you supposed to do? I mean, I've been stealth camping because you can't. Where are you gonna stay? I don't know. Anyway, back to more of this junk. Not having it. It's like one of those days where you just try and do as much as you can, or that you can withstand. But anyway, I might be shutting this off for a little bit because my phone is soaked. And there's just some nice rivers in the trail, and don't want to trip and fall, so I'll put this up. Alright y'all, see ya.